Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are literally stepping into the ring to analyze a massive, high-stakes heavyweight matchup. In the blue corner, we've got AWS, and in the red corner, Google Cloud. These are two absolute cloud behemoths, and they are trading heavy blows for total dominance in the 2026 technology landscape. Right off the bat, it really all boils down to one ultimate question, doesn't it? Which one should you choose in 2026? Whether you're just lacing up your gloves to start your career, maybe you're looking to pivot, or you're deciding on the tech stack for your next massive project, the stakes have literally never been higher. So we're going to settle this the only way that makes sense. We're breaking this whole thing down into 7 distinct rounds. We'll be evaluating jobs, AI capabilities, services, pricing, ease of learning, performance, and finally, the ultimate career choice. All right. Let's ring the bell and see who comes out on top. Okay, let's jump right into round 1, market and jobs. Now, AWS definitely comes out swinging here with that huge first-mover advantage. They have the larger overall cloud market presence, period. They've built this massive ecosystem of legacy companies and partners over the years. But look, GCP punches well above its weight class. It is the undisputed champion of data, AI, and of course, Google's own massive internal infrastructure. But when we look at the sheer numbers on the board, if your main priority right now is just maximizing the raw volume of cloud career opportunities available to you, AWS lands a really decisive blow. They just have the massive corporate footprint on their side. That makes the score AWS 1, GCP 0. Moving right along to round 2, which is all about services and ecosystem. AWS boasts this absolutely enormous, sprawling service catalog. Compute, storage, networking, serverless, they are the ultimate enterprise one-stop shop. Actually, it's more like they offer 3 completely different ways to solve the exact same problem. GCP has a highly refined portfolio too, don't get me wrong, but AWS simply overwhelms with sheer breadth and specialized tools. Because of that sheer scale and variety in their ecosystem, AWS pretty much pins GCP to the ropes here. AWS takes round 2, jumping out to a commanding early lead in this matchup. The judges have it at AWS 2, GCP 0. Are we looking at an early knockout? But hold on, watch the momentum shift in round 3, AI and machine learning. This is where GCP fights back with a massive uppercut. Google has been at the absolute forefront of AI research for years, and its cloud platform totally reflects that, with native TPU integration and deep open-source machine learning roots. Now, AWS isn't sitting out of this fight. Services like Amazon Bedrock and SageMaker make them a very, very serious AI contender. But for you AI-first builders out there, the definitive edge just has to go to Google. GCP takes round 3, getting themselves on the board and showing they absolutely have the stamina for this fight. They close the gap, and the score is now AWS 2, GCP 1. Okay, round 4 is ease of learning. And beginners, you really need to pay attention to this one. Remember that enormous service catalog AWS just won round 2 with? Yeah, it's totally a double-edged sword. Configuring AWS IAM or networking can feel incredibly overwhelming when you're first lacing up your boots. On the flip side, GCP tends to have a much more streamlined, project-based structure that feels highly intuitive, especially if you already know the Google ecosystem. And you know what? That streamlined approachability absolutely pays off. We have a dramatic turn of events in the ring, folks. GCP's developer-friendly experience wins round 4, and suddenly we are tied, 2-2. This is anyone's match. The tension is really building now as we enter round 5, data and analytics. Look, Google's absolute roots are in indexing the world's data, right? And that gives GCP a serious advantage here. BigQuery is their standout service, a fully serverless, highly scalable data warehouse that handles petabytes of data like it's absolutely nothing. AWS has powerful analytic services too, for sure, including Redshift, but it often requires a bit more manual tuning. When data analytics is the name of the game, Google's pedigree just shines through with basically a technical knockout. GCP actually wins round 5. For the first time in this explainer, GCP completes the comeback and takes the lead. The score is now AWS 2, GCP 3. We move to round 6, global infrastructure and reliability. Honestly, both of these guys operate enormous, highly capable networks. AWS brings a massive footprint of availability zones and unmatched experience serving legacy enterprises at massive scale. Google counters with its premium private fiber network and unparalleled experience operating internet-scale services. Think YouTube and search. Because they are both just so dominant in this space, they trade blows completely evenly. We literally have to call round 6 a tie. So the bell rings on the technical bouts. Let's look at the judges' final scorecard. We have GCP at 3, AWS at 2 with 1 tie. A narrow, hard-fought victory for Google in the technical specs. But wait, we have one final, absolutely crucial round. I want you to just drop the statistics and the scorecard for a second. Forget the market share numbers and the technical feature comparisons. The most important question here is, which one should you learn? This isn't just about which cloud is better in a vacuum. It's about your personal career trajectory.
Here's the deal. You should definitely choose AWS if you want the absolute broadest job market. If you're looking for a huge ecosystem and you want that flexibility to work across everything from nimble startups to massive legacy Fortune 500 enterprises, AWS is your pick. It is, without a doubt, the most widely encountered cloud platform in the world.
On the flip side, you should choose GCP if you really want to specialize. If you are passionate about AI, data, and analytics, or if you specifically want to build modern, data-heavy workloads, GCP is an absolutely phenomenal choice. It's the platform of the future-focused builder. So who actually wins this whole heavyweight bout? Well, here is the twist. There isn't actually a loser here. I know, but hear me out. AWS is basically the ultimate starting point for broad career opportunities, while GCP is the elite choice for AI and data specialists. But the biggest takeaway you need to remember is this: the future is multi-cloud. Once you become strong in one, all those underlying concepts translate beautifully to the other. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. If you had to choose just one cloud to master in 2026, AWS or GCP, which corner of the ring are you stepping into? Drop your answer in the comments below, and while you're there, tell me which tech battle we should judge next.